Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim. Dear students, uh, last time we talked about the DOS internal versus external commands, and today we talk about more commands. So, what is the internal versus external command? Is we have when your system boots, it actually loads what's called as command.com. Okay, and in this command.com, there are many commands like your dir, like make directory. We have discussed these things. They're all in a command.com. But there are various commands like your format command or chuck disk command. Okay, and these commands basically are not in the command.com. That means, where are they? They are in the DOS, because when you load the DOS operating system, you are loading that in a hard drive. Then from hard drive, you got to, when you boot your system, when you switch on your system, that's called booting. The operate part of the operating system, what's called as a kernel, comes into the RAM. Now, whatever is in RAM, that is the command.com. That only those commands are going to run on your by the processor and then shown on the monitor. Okay, then say for this is your monitor, and this comes on a monitor. But there are many such commands which DOS can run, but right now they are not in your RAM, random access memory. So that means you got to fetch for those commands into the hard drive and get it into the RAM, then execute them. And those commands will be called as external commands, because right now internal commands are those commands which come at the boot time automatically into the kernel, okay, inside the RAM, ready to be executed without loading further any kind of stuff. But external commands, for them, they are in the DOS. Like internal commands, they are the part of the DOS. External commands are also the part of the DOS. Only difference is they will not come automatically into the RAM when you boot the system and get executed. Rather, you have to explicitly get them, fetch them from the hard drive into the RAM, right? Then they can get executed. Now, right now, if we write here cmd, there's a short form of the command.com which was in our DOS, but right now we don't have a DOS here. We have the Windows, and in Windows the shell is there is a DOS shell in it. We can run the commands for the DOS, but it's not a DOS operating system. It is a Windows operating system which has this graphical interface. But if I say cmd, there's a command prompt, as you could see here. I don't know, yeah, it's opened up. Okay, this is the command prompt, which is a character base, where you write something in the form of character. You write something. So DOS was like that. It was a character based system. You write the commands and operating system do something for you. Here in the graphical user interface like Windows, we have the mouse, we click, we have, say for example, pens, the writing tabs, the icons, the desktop. You click anything, it gets done. It's all graphics, okay? But internally, when you click something, it happens is that command which was given in your DOS. So whatever you give into the DOS, that is the same thing which we do now visually. We do it in a graphical mode. Otherwise, it is internally it's doing the same commands. For example, I say here, I go to the E drive, for example, and there I say dir directory, and it's telling me what directories I have in my E drive. But in Windows operating system, I go to the Explorer and I open up this E drive, for example, here, and you see the same thing is shown in the Explorer. These are the directories in the E drive. Okay, they're all there. Does it make sense? And this is the same here, as you can see here: assorted net, BBA, BCA, Bressenham, and so much many files, the Dropbox, and computer graphics, Junaid Vid. They are all here. As you can see, this is Junaid Vid here, this is JNK here, Islam is here, Dropbox is here. This is the same thing. But in our DOS, we used to do it using giving the direct commands on the command prompt. But here we do it visually using mouse and clicking and all that. Okay? Otherwise, it's the one and the same thing. So the first thing which we do, if, for example, is here, for example, the version. ver. If I write here ver, that means what's the version of the operating system I have. In the DOS, it would have given you the DOS operating system and DOS version this, whatever the version was. But right now I have the Microsoft Windows version 10.0 point something. So version gives what version of that operating system was there. Okay, so another command like cls means clear screen. If I press enter, it clears all the clutter, clears, it erases everything on a screen, right? That's the cls. Okay, now we said dir, we said cls. We can make our own directory. We have done it like mkdir, make directory. Okay, and I have to say like mkdir, then I gotta say for example the DOS. For example, I'm saying DOS. So it will create me the DOS directory here on the E drive. We can see it somewhere here. Just make it bigger, this one smaller a little bit. We are on an E drive right now. It must have created this folder. The directory is nothing but a folder. Let me refresh this for a while. Let me refresh this to get it in. Here is the DOS. We created the DOS, simple. It is nothing inside. It is just a folder. So in Windows, what we do is the same thing using the mouse or using the graphics. I say new folder. I say new folder. Now, if I say new folder, I name it, say for example, BBA. Now it's getting created. Okay, BBA is already there. Say I will not create a new BBA. So it's getting the new folder, for example 3. I can rename it, okay, to BBA2, I call it. Now if I want to do the same thing using the Windows, I use the DOS, I will use the mkdir make directory. Right here, make directory mkdir BBA, for example 3. Now this will create the same thing, the folder here somewhere. I'll refresh it first, and BBA3 is being created, as you could see here. Okay, now if I want to create some file in BBA2, so first I need to go into the BBA2. How I do it? Using the change directory cd, and then I say BBA2. So that means give me the prompt. I'm now having a prompt BBA2. That means it's like in Windows going like this, BBA2, clicking on a BBA2, getting into it. Now here I would like to create a file. Let's say copy con space con. I'm not writing here on a prompt. Let me write again, copy con. Now file name, say juni.txt. Now I got one file called juni.txt, and I write something here. Okay, teaching DOS, whatever it is, I don't care. Control Z, bang it one. So as you could see here, the file is created. Okay, does it make sense? Now if I want to copy this juni.txt, okay, so firstly I need to be in the folder where this file is, then I can copy it to a other folder, for example. Okay, then I have to give the name of that folder where that file is. Okay, and I can copy it from one place to the other. Now I clear the screen. Now say for example I'm on a BBA2. Okay, there is this file called juni.txt which I just created, and I want to copy it to the back folder. I go back and I want to copy it to the back to the BBA3 folder. Okay, so how should I do it? How should I copy from one folder into the other folder? So firstly, so that means if I do it in a visually, I should graphically, I say I have to here copy, right click, copy. Then I go back one step back because I'm in a BBA2 folder, right? Let me make it a little bigger and this one smaller so that the path comes in. Okay, as you could see here, BBA2 is in an E drive. I go back to the E drive, then I go to the BBA3 folder, and there I have to paste it like this. Okay, so what I am doing is just delete it. What I am doing is I was in a BBA second folder where I have this file, and I copy it here, go back one step, parent directory of BBA2, that is E drive, and there is this folder called BBA3, and drop it there. So I have a copy command to copy a particular stuff. So I say, for example, copy. What you want to copy? You want to copy juni.txt, juni.txt, which is happens to be in the BBA2. And right now I am in my prompt on a BB. My prompt is e:/BBA2. That means in the E drive there is a folder BBA2, and right now I am in that. Like here, I am in this folder graphically. Same is in a DOS like this. That means if I cut it for a time, just cut it for a while. So where I am right now, I am in the folder BBA second. If I write here dir, I'm getting that I have got two things here. That's a root double dot means the parent. We have discussed that, and there is a one file juni.txt, because I'm in the BB. If I am not in the BB2, say for example I go cd double dot, that means go to the parent directory. I say here dir, it will show me what is in the E drive, right? Because right now I'm on an E prompt, so that means I'm in an E like this, right? So it shows me everything where. But if I'm in a BBA second, there is only one file. So how I go into the BBA second? I say change directory. Just go here, click here, cd. What is that? BBA2. Now I'm in a BBA2. If I say here dir, it will show me there is only one file, that's juni.txt. Other than that, there are two more files. That is the dot. Dot means the current file, current folder, and double dot means the parent folder. Okay. Now, what my question is that I wanna go from this folder back one step into the E drive, back one step here into the parent of BBA second, that is E drive, and there is a folder called a BBA3, and drop it there. Okay, copy it from the BBA second, go one step back to the parent folder, what is that? E drive, and drop it into the BBA3 folder. This is what I want to do. So how I can do it? I just go here and CLS to clear the screen. Now firstly I say copy. What do you want to copy? I want to copy this file called juni.txt. Just got copied. But next thing in a copy is where you want to drop it. Okay, first thing is copy. Copy what? This file juni.txt. So I'm copying it, no props. But where do you want to paste it? I want to paste it. I have to give the path where you want to paste it. Right now I'm saying I want to paste it into the BBA3 folder. But where is BBA3 folder? Because computer don't know. It's a stupid. It's an edit box. You have to tell him exactly. It has no common sense. Say for example I tell you, hey, uh, sit down. I say for example you are in a class. I ask you a question. Then I say sit down. Okay. Yeah, or we're in a live class, you have a question, then I start answering and you automatically are quiet. But if you do in a computer, you have to exactly tell him that the other person has to quit. You have to write each and every instruction, because computer cannot do of its own. It's a stupid box. That's what we call it, a stupid box. So we have to tell exactly what computer has to do. Each and every command has to be written. So that is why I'm telling here that I want to go where I want to drop. I want to drop it firstly because right now where I am, say for example this BBA second is a class in the college. So folders, say consider folders as your class. Okay, like this. So I am saying here like this. Let me get it down. I am saying I'm gonna BBA second folder, right? Let me create one here to get you understand, so that you understand properly. I say new slide. I am saying I'm gonna BBA second folder. Okay, firstly in an E drive. This is my E drive, which is having everything in it, and I got a BBA second here and BBA third here. The classes. In a BBA second, I got this juni.txt here, and I want to get it into this folder. So firstly, I need to go back one step into the E drive. From E drive, I can go into the BBA3 folder. Like simple, if you're in a BBA second room and you want to give this letter to the BBA third room, so you have to get out of this BBA second room, get out, say E is your college, then from this college go to the second, find this BBA third room and drop it there. Does it make sense? So how I do it using the command? So I do it like this. Let me get these folders here. Okay, exactly here. So I'm saying copy. So right now when you copy, you have to be in the folder where you want to copy. Otherwise you have to again give the path. You can copy from anywhere, but you have to give the path that where that file is. Right now I'm not giving any path. That means I am saying copy Juni.txt, because that means Juni.txt has to be in the current folder where I am in, because I am in right now BBA second folder. Now I need to give the path. The next line is give the path that where you want to drop it, where you want to paste it. So what you do for that is you say go back one step. That is, go back to the parent folder. So what is for the parent folder? I have told you that's a double dot and backslash, no forward slash, backslash. Then I'm saying in a double dot means parent folder. Parent folder के अंदर आपको एक folder है called BBA3. Just drop it there. One file copied. If I go here into the E drive and I go into the BBA3, it's being copied. Okay? Okay. Now, say for example, I have in a BBA second many such files. Say for example, here I am and I say copy con, say 1.txt. Write something it, Control Z. Then do again copy con, maybe I say 2.txt. Write something into it, Control Z to save it. And so I got three files and I want to copy all of them to the same folder, BBA third, or to the BBA1 folder. Maybe I have BBA1 folder also. I got a BBA1. I don't have, so let me create a BBA1 folder here. Right click new. Let me do it using the DOS only. So I got to firstly get out of the BBA second folder, cd double dot to get out of the BBA to the parent directory. Then make dir BBA1. So BBA1 will be created here. Okay, just refresh it to get it done. So BBA1 is here. Now I go back to the CD BBA2. I'm going to the BBA2 folder and I say here X copy. Okay, whatever I have, like for example star.txt, to double dot, go to the parent folder and there is the BBA1 folder and bingo. Okay, now I again gave the forward slash. I should give the backslash. I don't know why I am not doing that. Now all the three files are copied in the BBA1. Just check it out here. In BBA1, all the three files are copied. Right? Right. Okay, I think that's all for today, and we talk about more commands in our future classes. Till then, stay tuned and ma salama.